They'll start on the ground. Right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 27, Rodgers. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The Lance going to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Lance again. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play action, now it's Lance. He's got his tight end Fant, and he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. play action. Here's Lance. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And he's brought down. And perhaps now close to the first points in this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Working from the gun. Lance will dump this off to Akers. Touchdown! Cam Akers. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Niners are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From just inside the 20, a short kick, and able to get this out to the 25. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. They've got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this. I bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And they'll run with ETN. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the 49ers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On play action, Lance. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Jamar Chase, 60 yards. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Panthers. DK Metcalf, 67 yards. And the Panthers are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for the Panthers. 66 yards. But he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
26. Next one.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Henry, and he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Nagar now for the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Niners 28, Panthers 7. Chris Nagar set to kick off.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Cordero Patterson out of the Panthers take over first down 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. 4.
And again, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Rodgers now to throw.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2nd down and goal. Rodgers. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
On the ready. Wide open. Cluster, sit.
Now a play fake. Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick 26. 50.
Rodgers going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. George Kittle. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers get a bit closer.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Panthers have recovered.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
At the 49ers 10-yard line.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense to go sudden change.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, remember, he had a fumble earlier in this first half and got saved, but no such saving here. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and as a coach and as a teammate, you're hoping that he learned from the first one. There was a lesson there, but obviously he doesn't have enough focus in order to lose it a second time. That simply can't happen if you're trying to win a game.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Nagar's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And Lance going to throw.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the night.
And the 49ers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And the lead is now 24. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Lance looking to throw it.
Buying time to his left.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
They'll roll him out right.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the 49ers have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance completes it to Fant on the right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end. How about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. And Lance now to throw.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Jamar Chase,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their 38.
Hey, check Mega. Hey, go steal. Cut.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Taken down at the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Black open. Black 6. Ready.
On play action, Lance. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And now here is another interception. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Over. Back on.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down at 17. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got his... And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Cam Akers saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Niners are moving closer to a date now, the NFC Championship game, as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Rodgers. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On play action, now Rodgers. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On play action, Rodgers.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On play action, it's Rodgers. This one caught by Kittle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Inside handoff, Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Henry again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Throwing is Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Nagar now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Rodgers now to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Rodgers.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Lance now on 1st down. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
Now he's loose again.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Nagar now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's fourth down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. Now Lance. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown. How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Nagar now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Panthers 26.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 48 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never